Oh, finally time då, nu jävlar. Yes, finally time, duell, right? You're gonna fight Snake, Orm versus Thorfinn. It's a watching game, so 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah, he's finally out of his, you know, I don't know, 20 episode coma or something. Yeah, Thorfinn is finally out of his coma, man. He's finally gonna fight. I still think that Arnhied is gonna die though, and Gårdar, but yeah. He's finally out of the coma. Okej, så upp det. Jesus Christ, fan alltså. Nu jävlar. Kraken alltså. Nu ska kraken få alltså. I just realized, yeah, I think it's weird that, you know, the word kraken, right, means a big ass octopus. But in Swedish and Danish on, kraken is like a man, it's like a person. Yeah. Stackars kraken så. Yeah, it's like a feeble man or something. Or a kid or that. Yeah. But it is kind of funny that Thorfinn needs to go in his pacifistic route, right, for like all episodes. And now finally it's like, I'm gonna fight! It finally breaks out of that. Yeah. Hopefully it's a real fight episode though. I don't want it to be like a minute. I would be very disappointed if this fight, after the opening here, you start right and then it ends like a minute. Yeah, that would be very disappointing. If the fight ends in like a minute. It wouldn't surprise me honestly though, but I don't think so, but this season hasn't had many fights right now. No, I actually want to see Thorfinn fight, right? I want to see him finally go ham, right? Yeah. Thorfinns uppvaknad. Yeah. He's finally awake, man. Yeah, here we go. Bam! Finally! You gonna fight? He's fast. Hi, yeah! Han är snabb den jäveln. Yeah, he got like a curved blade. Yeah, finally. Like, seriously. He's been waiting for it the whole season, right? And Thorfinn is still unarmed. Yeah, kicks that snake there. Really good kick though, but still. Yeah, I scratched my throat. It's kind of like, they kick him a lot of times though, right? Compared to a guy with a sword, like one hit and you're dead. Hit you good with a sword, you're gonna be his toast, man. Svärd, as you call it in Swedish, that is, yeah, svärd. Very similar in the word, the sword, yeah, almost same word basically. Svärd. I have a friend, his last name is Svärd. Yeah, I have a friend, his name is like Erik Svärd. I think it's a pretty good last name, yeah, it's just like Svärd. This is like a, pretty straightforward, yeah, it's like, his name is like, you know, Harada Katana. It was Japanese, yeah. Erik Svärd, basically. His name isn't Erik, but you know, important. He has a very, like, he has a very, very common Swedish name. His name is like Tor Svärd, yeah. But here we go. Tor from the oil, of course. But yeah, I mean, he has to punch him several times. I guess eventually will win. It's like a fighting game, you know. As long as he perfectly avoids him for like every attack, then eventually he will wear Snake down, I guess. Yeah, by doing some kind of weird like bleach teleport attack. Shumpo! Oh. Yeah, still only a flesh wound. Only a flesh wound, man. Only a flesh wound. Yeah, but kinda like that. As long as he perfectly avoids him for the whole fight, right? Yeah, so it keeps dodging him, man. But like a Snake is like, wait, this guy could clearly escape every time, right? Because this guy is like really bad. Yeah. Snake is like, hey, this guy is like super legit. He could have escaped months ago, right? Yeah, because this guy, there's no way I could have stopped him. He's trying to escape, man. Yeah, it's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why was he a slave for? I was like, how did this happen? Man, this fight is legit, man. Yeah, Mada. He's going Mada on it. I can see it though. Maybe Snake's issue is that he's... Oh, would you say that? And it kicks him? That was nice. Just Thorfinn is like, oh, he's predictable. It's like he kicks him. Yeah, it's like I can see his pattern. It's like, no, I couldn't. He kicked me. Yeah, but it was just like, I can see his path though. He's kind of predictable. Like, I kicked me. It's like... But that's kind of close on Arnhied though. Well, okay, maybe Snake is exhausted though. Maybe that's his weakness. Yeah, maybe he can't do this for too long though. He might lack the experience. My theory is that he lacks the experience, right? She just stands there like a shocked. She's like, what's happening? I like it. She's still confused what's happening. She's like, since when is Thorfinn like a Superman? Yeah, she's Oh, it's Gårdar. Oh yeah, he's gonna do the classic strategy, right? He will take a, yeah, he's gonna take the, of course, the old man in the ground too. But his strategy is like, yeah, I'm gonna take a prisoner, yeah. Why fight? You have the, but I mean, Snake is like a good guy, right? I don't know if he can do it though. It doesn't feel like Snake is like kill a guy that are idiot. It does feel like it's hard for Snake to just kill a random guy. He doesn't like the guy, but you know, I feel like Snake doesn't really want to kill someone that's already heavily injured. Yeah, he's like, come on, Heavy, Snake, Orm, you got some honor, right? You got some honor, yeah. It's like, yeah, shut up, old man. Yeah, see, but I mean, he's kind of like an honorable guy. I have a hard time seeing him like stabbing a guy that's like lying down, you know. He doesn't feel like Snake is gonna be like, yeah, just kill him. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's trying to motivate it now. He's trying to rationalize it now. Yeah, he's trying to rationalize. Why shouldn't I kill this guy? But there's no way that Thorfinn can stop him though if he stabs Gårdar and he lies there. If he wants to do that. Very unlikely, right? Yeah. Is he gonna do it? Man, this is dark, man, if he stabs Gårdar. But I feel this is a bait to fight Thorfinn. I feel he's baiting Thorfinn more so. What happened? Did he stop himself? Did Thorfinn stop him? What happened? Did he use like, what? He did look like he actually stabbed him. What? That's kind of weird. Okay, now we go to sound effect. Okay, yeah, because it was kind of, but he killed him. Yeah, but that was kind of weird. First, I felt like he stopped the blade. It looked kind of weird, like he actually stopped the blade, but no, he of course stabbed him. But I would say the anime maybe did, yeah, the sound effect kind of, I don't know. I guess it censored it. Manga might be, yeah, they made it censored it. Maybe manga is more clear with it. I mean, clearly we see it afterwards. But when he stabbed him, it was no blood first. Yeah, maybe the manga is more, so my throat's bad today. Yeah. What? It goes up or something? What's happening? Man, this Gårdar is like immortal, man. Why the Gårdar is gotta be immortal, man? Didn't you stab him? He's already idiot? How is Gårdar up as it is? He used to woke him up, he's like stabbing a tiger? What was happening? How did he... Now this cat, I feel this ruined. Honestly, I don't like this, okay? I'm gonna be honest, okay? I don't like this. This guy is injured, heavily injured, and he gets stabbed, but he's lying down, and he just wakes up, and he can bite that guy. Why is Gårdar like immortal? I don't like it. I don't like it, honestly. I think it's stupid how he just... Yeah, I think it's stupid. I'm not a big fan of this. Gårdar is already... I think they already overplayed that he managed to bite a guard. Because these guys are all Vikings, right? He was like biting a Viking guard. Like a well-trained Viking guy with like a sword loose to get the guy that bites him, right? I think that was stupid already how Gårdar escaped with that. I think this is stupid, honestly. Straight up. I am not a fan. He was lying there, he was very injured. Snake stabbed him in the stomach when he's lying down. And somehow he has the power to get up and strangle Snake. And Snake, you know, is also a muscular, big-ass Viking guy, right? This guy can probably escape that, yeah. It cannot put off that Gårdar is supposed to be this, like, 100-feet giant guy, but he isn't, right? He's slightly bigger than Snake. Yeah, but no, he just like, okay, you just give it up, bro. You like... He's probably dead now anyway, though. He gets stabbed and really bleeding out, but... Honestly, I think it's stupid. What do you guys think? Seriously, I think this is bad. I am very disappointed in this, how they're making Gårdar. I mean, you know, I feel Vinland Saga should be realistic as it can be, right, you know? I'm not a big fan of this, like, oh yeah, this guy can actually fly or something. I mean, no, I'm telling it. This is silly when everyone else is fighting and also well trained, right? It's not like this random guy is fighting a bunch of kids, something, a bunch of noobs, right? If he was the one only Superman there. If anything, Gårdar was an idiot, right? He just lost the war earlier, so I don't know. His backstory doesn't build him up as an amazing fighter at all. Opposite. His backstory builds up as like an idiot and couldn't actually fight, right? And Snake owned him earlier when he was fighting him in one-on-one before he was injured. Yeah, and suddenly he used to strangle Snake and Snake kept escaping. Snake couldn't just stab him in the leg or something, just, you know, stab him in the eyes, he's just, oh, immediately. I don't know. He's obviously dying now anyway. He's obviously dying now. But yeah, I'm not a big fan how this guy can just like own Snake like that when he's like severely injured. And Snake is Snake is tired, I guess, in fighting Thorfinn, but he has no injuries. And this guy is like severely injured and also malnourished and has a slave assault to some extent, a little bit at least, yeah. And he's beat Snake, this like ripped Viking guy. Like I said, I think a big issue is that they're both, you know, like ripped Vikings, right? Yeah, the issue is that I think they're both supposed to be like elite warrior Vikings. They're both supposed to be roughly the same, you know, warrior level, right? And also Snake owned him earlier, so if anything, Snake is a better fighter than him. But I guess Snake is okay, fine. Maybe I'm just ranting him. I'm sorry, but I guess we can argue Snake is tinier. Yeah, Snake is like his Snake is a tinier guy. I suppose he's fast and age guy, but still he beat him in the 1-on-1 earlier, right? Yeah, he straight up owned him earlier, so he's a better fighter than him even. I don't know. But yeah, it looks like Arnhied might die sooner too, I don't know. Well, Snake's men though. Yeah, they're sitting after Einar, but we also got the guys coming soon, right? Yeah. And we got Kjetil and so on as well coming back soon. And Thorgal, yeah. A lot of comments on it. This thing. Okay. Messages. Okay. What happened to Einar then? I mean, again, they were obviously chasing after him, but are they gonna kill him? Or are they eventually gonna... They have horses, right? Because now Gårdar and Arnhied are escaping here. Yeah, or I mean, he's probably dead by all the blood loose though. He's obviously gonna die at a moment here, clearly. There's probably no way he can survive this thing. He's like, given the technology of the time. Yeah, now I touched it to like the Hell Bridge or whatever. Yeah, another road because like Helheim or whatever, right? But I mean, there's no way you can survive all the blood loose, right? If you're like 1,000 years ago. Use the infection rate to kill you. Yeah, he will die from an infection then. If you get like some kind of pneumonia or whatever soon, probably. Sorry. God damn it, interesting. I got a bad throat. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, we have a bad throat. I screamed. I do too many reactions, you know. Yeah, got a bad throat this weekend. Okay, so now it's like a bunch of slaves. I guess you all know him, right? Yeah, there's like 1 million Gårdars, I guess. And his hair also became, he became a younger Gårdar. Before he was activated, so he looks like his younger self. This when he first became a slave. Well, yeah. Well, I guess he's like dying and, you know, seeing his memories, something like that, right? Probably. Yeah, like seeing the light as he goes closer to death, right? Man, there's so much blood in this guy. Yeah, he's like his whole upper body is like covered in tomato juice, right? There is no way he can survive this. This is like a very slow death scene. Doesn't happen the horse is going on this bad road too. Like every bump is like losing a gallon of blood. What's that? Muskrose? I think so. Classic. I remember his child. Oh yeah, when she was born. Ah, that's the name, of course. Gard, yeah, similar to Gård. Gårdar, Gårtir, something like that. Yeah. Huh. This is one very slow death scene. Oh, what's this now? But they're like giving some tattoos on the kid thing. I guess. What was that? Something. They were like rune scripting on the kid thing. What, is he dreaming? What's happening? Is it a flashback, or is it an actual memory, or is this like his dreaming? This kid, a little unsure, but the poor kid died, right? The off-screen killed the baby, right? Or a toddler. It's not a toddler that died, but whatever. It's pretty sad and cute though. That was like his first steps here. Yeah, it's cute and sad because I mean we don't really know that the poor kid is dead, right? So yeah, it's a little. Yeah. Oh, this is when he's building the long ships or whatever. Yeah, I guess it's when they're building like the. Yeah, like so on. Before he's out there traveling and so on. I forgot! I know he's peed in his face. Why is this episode making it so weird now? Like this wholesome flashback of the baby like peeing on him. Yeah, he's putting on like his son's, you know, diapers, and it takes a piss on him or something. And then, yeah, his wife is laughing at him and so on. Or he does laughing at him and so on. Why did... Man, this is just like, why anime? Do you have to make it this like super sad, like wholesome backstory? Like, oh no, and then you know, they all got died, right? Yeah, it's like we all know they're dead, right? So, yeah, that scene with the baby, you know, yeah, Jesus Christ, man. The scene there with the baby, like. But I guess it's before they left the village, or yeah, before they got attacked, or something. Okay, any. Kind of a weird thing to take this blood on his bow. And then of course he's owned by a slave owner, right? This is on flashback, I guess he got turned into a slave. Yeah. Well, he's clearly dying now, though. I know I've been saying for 10 minutes now, but this is like this longest death scene in that mystery. There's like a 10-minute death scene here. This guy is so clearly dead already. He's just like sitting there, completely covered in tomato juice. He's like dreaming about his dead kid, right? And he's like seeing his a slave. He's like, yeah. He's like, Helheim over there. I see Hela over there. Yeah, she's waving at me. Like, this is genuinely probably the longest death scene I've ever seen in my life in the anime. Like the whole episode turned into a death scene. Jesus Christ, Spider-Man. Man, this is a weird episode. Did Snake survive this strangling? I don't know why, but I can't. The poor Snake, man, did he survive? Why do I like Snake so much for? He's my favorite character. I don't know if he is, but maybe. I'm just like, wait, did Snake die? I thought that wasn't really confirmed. I don't care about this Gårdar guy. What happened to my boy Snake? Right? This is a guard guy. They stand him lying down, yeah. The guy with no morale. What happened to that guy? The guy with no code, man. What happened to him? My father? Yeah, I haven't talked about Gårdar's father too much. Or what? Wait, it be his as a father? Oh, sorry, maybe I missed some. Nobody said that. He's my father, right? I'm blaming it. No, it's no subs here. I'm like, wait, did he say his father or my father? Oh, whatever. Is it as a father or my father? Ah, whatever. But yeah, this is the slowest death scene I think in anime history. Why won't the guy die for? Okay, now he finally dies. I'm sorry, it sounds like so heartless, but I'm just like, this seems to be going for over 10 minutes now. The manga is probably better here. I mean, honestly, I feel this is too... maybe I'm just pissed, maybe I'm just salty over the whole that he can just kill Snake like nothing. But, okay, he finally collapses. I mean, he was like bleeding out for like an hour, so, yeah. Honestly, I have a hard time making this sad because it was just such an incredibly long scene, right? But it was yeah, they had the flashback was great though, like the kid and so on. Yeah, that was good. But I feel he could have made it like half his length, right? But now he finally dies. What will happen to her then? Will they also kill her now? I think I'm more interested if Arnhied is gonna survive now, because he obviously was gonna die, right? But I'm just like, will they also kill her now after, of course, this thing with Chete come back and so on? Yeah. Okay, so he finally bled out. And now it's like black and white. Man, the episode is really, really weird. I have to give it credit to being so... Yeah, now it has like a flashback of himself or something. Okay, it's not a memory. Yeah, I guess it's like the memory of before the war started, before he left the village. It's very unchronological. Like he has all these like memories, and it's jumping through different... Yeah, this is the memory before he was born. This memory when my kid was like 1 year old, then the kid is younger again. Like it's going back and forth all between his life here. It's very much like this in his timeline here. Yeah. Oh, this screaming. Okay, yeah. Now we're gonna say with that screaming. Okay, they're gonna say now he's like his scream there. Yeah, that made it so sad. Like he's like painful screams there. And the music. Yeah. Wait, he's alive still? I hope he's... I mean, I'm so salty, but he actually is still alive? He didn't die? Or he, I guess, is dying? Like, I am like... No, he's dead now, right? She's all crying and so on. Yeah, it's not raining. Now it's dead. It's anime, so now he actually did die, because it's starting to rain too, so now he definitely died. Anime 101, man. Then it turned young again. It's interesting how they go back and forth between Young and him. Oh yeah, now he's like in heaven, I guess. Now he wakes up again, but he's like young again, so now he's in heaven. But it kind of makes it wholesome in a way, that he kind of wakes up and is happy. But yeah, he's like, he's in heaven, right? Yeah, or Valhalla, whatever. Then yeah, like he's going into, yeah, like, they have a lot of decision right between like the heaven and hell, right? Like, you're dreaming and you go into the other realm, Elysium and so on. Yeah, they can have this a lot. Because now he died, but he looks all happy. Because like, yeah, heaven is awesome, you know. Yeah, now he's all like, then he probably meets his kid now, right? In heaven, probably. So now it's like all good. It's almost like it's good dying because he goes to a better place, right? Yeah, it's really... See? Now he's gonna meet his kid, right? Because his kid died, so he's also in heaven, right? So it's probably gonna... It's like a weird happy ending here, because he's gonna... I think he's gonna run into his son, right? He's gonna be like, yeah, boy, yeah, dad is back, you know. It's like a... What a weird episode this is. See? He's gonna meet his kid now, right? It's like a weird happy ending here in heaven. Maybe? I think so. That one is, yeah, see? And now his kid's gonna be around that age he would have been if he didn't die. Because now they can hang out together in heaven. This is like the weirdest happy ending, see? This is like the weirdest happy ending ever. This is a really weird episode. Yeah, see, now he's like all happy. Oh, I died, but it's awesome. Because in heaven, me and my son can hang out. So now it's like, it's great dying. The episode ends. That's a very weird, sad, not sad, I guess then, because hey, dying was pretty good actually. What? Well, maybe she will delete herself then. I think she might just delete herself. Now when he died there. But she's probably gonna get punished for this. She probably will die then. What happened to the other Vikings? Yeah, what happened to Einar so on? So yeah, because now they're all coming here on the cars, right? Yeah, you see? Now she's screwed here, of course, because now they're coming here on the... Well, I guess she gets killed in this episode then. What a strange death scene this was. This is probably, it could be the strangest death scene I've ever seen in my life. Let's review it. Gotta talk about it. He comes to meet his son in heaven, right? Or Valhalla then. But already Valhalla, it's more like you don't go to Valhalla if you go to like he goes like Helheim or something. But here we go to like Helheim, you know, that's the word for hell castle, right? In Viking mythology, right? You have Helheim. Heim means hem, you know, so that's like yeah, so if I briefly explain it, right? I said it on the video, but you know, Heim, right? Or hem. That's the Swedish word for home, you know. So that's like old Scandinavia for a place you live at or whatever, right? So the word for like the afterlife, right? There are more than one afterlife than who speak in North mythology, right? But the basic one is Helheim, right? The basic is hell home, right? In like Swedish, right? They usually go to. But Helheim is the one that Thorfinn keeps dreaming about, right? You know, with all the skeleton and dead Vikings. It's a bad place, right? Yeah. But you can go to other places too, you know, Asgard, other places too. And so Valhalla, you know, isn't located in Helheim. No, it's in another. It's the 9 realms, you know. It's 9 realms. So he goes to kind of like the Elysium realm. Elysium because it's a Greek mythology, but he goes to Elysium realm because it's all grass and so on. But anyway, yeah, it looks like he's in Elysium. That's the best word for it. He's in Elysium. That's how I call it. What a strange episode. Seriously, what a weird, strange episode. I keep saying it, but I mean, genuinely, I mean, it's like he dies, but it's like the happiest death scene ever. He goes to like hell. Yeah, he goes to. It's more like he goes to Elfheim or something, if anything, about how it looks. But it's more like he goes to the death realm that looks really positive, right? Which doesn't really exist in North mythology because there are different death realms, but it doesn't really look like this thing. This is more Elysium, I said. But anyway, he goes to Elysium then, right? And it's all great. He's like, yeah, my son's older, and like he's just happy. So it's like a 10+ minute death scene, and it turns into this like, man, it's pretty good being dead. What? It's just like. This is weird, man. Very strange ending. Yeah, like he basically was good that he died because he seems to go to heaven, right? But I guess there is a symbolism in it, I suppose. That's a massive bird, but it's a massive bird flew by my window, whatever. But I guess the symbolism in it that you know, Thorfinn keeps dreaming about the Helheim, right? You know, the bad place, right? In the 9 realms, right? And this guy, I think, goes to one of the good 9 realms, so you can't go to the older Midgard, but one of the older 8s, then, yeah. If you die, you can't go to the same realm, but you go to older realms. But he goes to one of the other good 8 realms, also not Jotunheim, then, which is the giant ice Heim, right? That's pretty terrible. But he goes to basically Elfheim, right? Yeah. And it's all awesome, right? Yeah, it's all awesome. So, what a weird episode in that sense. But I really do think that that's just how I am as a person, right? You know, I'll do my reviews, do my reactions. I'm a very honest person. I used to get, I don't want to say salty, but it just took me out of the loop a little bit, right? I get a little bit of a disbelief, right? Specific belief when he owns Snake, right? Not because Snake is my favorite character, even though I kind of like Snake though, but it just felt so silly to me, you know what I mean? This anime is basically like real Vikings, right? Historically. It's historical drama, right? And obviously it's not a documentary, like the Cleopatra documentary. It's supposed to be, you know, like fictional Vikings, right? But still like a, you know, in the realm of reality, right? And it just feels so weird how this guy is like really injured. He's been a slave, right? Been mistreated as a slave. And he can just beat up all the other Vikings. And again, these other Vikings, I think a massive issue is that these Vikings are real Vikings, right? They aren't just like random casual nobodies, right? This is back 1,000 years ago, roughly speaking, right? This anime, because Knut is like 1,000, yeah, so 1,000 years ago, all the guys are trained warriors. They have weapons, they're like muscular, and, you know, well trained, you know. But it really is an important thing about it. Yes, Gårdar is massive, but the guy he like, you know, bite to death, whatever that. The guy's a pretty big guy too, right? Snake owned him earlier in 1 and so on. Like it's just. To me, it feels silly, right? It really do. It really does. Because, as I keep saying, it's more realistic, right? To see, like, here's the main character and he beats up, you know, 5 random goons on, like, 5, I don't know, tags at the school, you know what I mean? Oh, he beats up this, like, Karate Kid, he beats up these losers that bully him at school or whatever. That kind of feel to it. But this is like, if everyone is a Karate Kid, you know? The opponent and him is, right? Then it just feels kind of silly. How can one kid beat all the other ones so easily? Because they're supposed to be roughly the same power level. That's the. It's a little power. It's like a power scale in one. But I don't think it is that, because like he got owned earlier, and he's so injured, and he stabs him when he's sleeping, you know, and he's like resting, and he just gets up and he strangles him, you know, he's manhandles him like a baby, and Snake Cat is to stab him again. He tried like once or twice, he couldn't get him, and was why I go for the leg too. Could you stab him in the face instead? Yeah, I could have taken. He has a sword, right, and he goes like this. That's so unrealistic. You take a sword and stab a guy in the head instead. You would kill immediately. That yeah, like in real life, you probably would almost immediately stab the guy in the eye or something. Like it's just, the scene was so weird, and I think that honestly just took me out of it. Right, it took me emotionally out of it, because I was just like, oh, he just owned him like nothing, right? And I'm just like, but that doesn't make any sense. This guy is a hard seasoned warrior now, Viking, that we've seen earlier own him, right? 1 against 1. He's still armed with his like really good sword or whatever, and this guy is really injured. You started like he chokes him, right, and he can't do anything about it, and it just feels ridiculous. It just seems so ridiculous, because it also reminds me of Tokyo Revenge. I hate that it's Tokyo Revenge, right? When Takamichi beats what's his name again, Kazuhamaya, whatever his name was, the first bully. He beats him by strangling him, and it was so silly because. But Takamichi is worse, because Takamichi was like half his size, so it was even dumber, because the other guy was like a giant. But still though, it felt so silly. Takamichi just jumps on this guy's back, right, starts shocking him, and the guy's like twice his size. Like he could jump back or something. He could easily got him off his back so easily. This felt a little more realistic, because okay, at least Gårdar is like a massive guy, so at least it's harder for him to get him off. But still, is like, what was Snake's defense? Snake was like, yeah, Snake was like one little feeble, like, and then he was like, this bullshit. Snake is like a huge, well-trained warrior guy too. Like, I mean, yes, Gårdar is a big guy. Sorry, he's a throat. But anyway, yeah, Gårdar is like a big guy, right? Gårdar is like, I don't know, like 2 meters, right? Like 6'4", whatever. But Snake is like 6, you know. Snake is also a big guy. They're all pretty big. They're all like, you know, veteran Vikings, right? They're all like muscular beefcakes, right? Yes, Gårdar is bigger. I agree. That's a little bit the only thing that makes it somewhat reasonable. Is that Gårdar was especially big. Not Thorgal, but he was especially tall, right? He was even bigger than those guys. But still, they're all like 6 feet, right? He's like 6'2" or something. Yeah, 6'3", I don't know. But he was he's slightly bigger than the other guys, but they're only slightly bigger. But he's like, you know, he's like super injured. He's like blood loose 95%, right? How can he beat the guy that's just like, has no injuries? The other guy was just like tired to some extent, fighting Thorfinn for like a minute. I was like, okay, but there's no way he could just stand in so easily with his sword in his eyes, or his, yeah, he could have gone for the for the organs. So that's I don't know. It just took me out of it, right? It could be done way better. So I just feel I had a hard time, you know, after that, he's like, okay, this poor guy, man. And then it didn't help that the death scene was like over half the episode. No. Because we all know he's gonna die, right? There's no chance he will survive the thing after Snake stabbed him. And then just having this like over like 50 minutes of a death scene, you know the guy's gonna die. And I'm not saying it's a bad death scene per se. I'm just saying that it could have been maybe like 6 minutes long, you know what I mean? He could have had the same backstory with his son, right? And have the flashbacks, but it just felt like it was incredibly slow paced. Yeah, like it could have been so. I don't understand how it could make it so long. You know, they could have removed like half the scenes and be the exact same emotional. It could have been the exact same thing anyway. It felt very, very dragged out, and I think this whole season feels very dragged out. It reminds me of the episode earlier where Thorfinn and Einar is talking about Vinland, right, for like 10 minutes, and I was like, holy shit, man, this could be like 1 minute. Why is this 10 minutes long? This doesn't make any sense. They're not saying anything new here. And this scene was like, okay, this guy's definitely dead. So why is it like a 15 minute flashback? Something. Could be like 3 minutes. You know what I mean? Give me the essential stuff. So like, I was like, I need it faster. No, but it feels like, but incredibly long scene this was. Like, this is like the longest death scene I've seen in my life. Like almost the whole episode is one long death scene. Even though we know it's gonna die too, right? It's not even like, it would be better if he wasn't sure it's gonna die, you know? If I was unsure if he was gonna survive or not, then I would have liked it a lot more, right? No, I'm just like, we all know he's gonna die immediately, but he just keeps going for like 10 more minutes. You're like, Jesus Christ, man, where's he gonna die? You're like, okay, he's gonna die, but let's have him crying and bleeding for like 10 more minutes. It wasn't even like an actual 15-minute flashback. It was like a 5-minute flashback, and 10 minutes of him like going back and forth in these like dream crying stands, right? And that could have been like 1 minute, but that could have been cut down to like a minute, and then the flashback could have stayed with his son and so. That was good, yeah. you should point out. I mean, I like the sound flattering, right? But that could have been odd. That could have been it, basically. I don't need the other stuff around it, right? And that's what makes it sad too, because when I see his like wholesome life with his son, right? That's what you care about more anyway. That's what makes his death sad anyway. So they could have kept the essential stuff and made it way more effective. I don't know, but I feel this season has the same issue multiple times now. Maybe I'm just very salty. I still like this anime, but I just feel like this feels like the biggest issue of this season. I feel like there's so many episodes where it's just like, man, why is this like 20 minutes long for? This could be like 10 minutes. I feel so many episodes where I really do feel it's like slow pace. Yeah, and it doesn't feel like a slow pace in a good way. It's just a slow pacing. Like, how is this 20-minute episode? It could be like 10 or 5 minutes. Yeah, it's like the 4th episode when I feel they're like really, really, really. But I guess an issue, arguably, is that it could have been better if we had this scene way earlier. Because I don't really feel we care about Gårdar that much. I think we could have had this scene with Arnhied and her son and so on. This might be better if this was earlier, like way earlier, right? Before everything happened. Then we might have cared about Gårdar more. Instead of having it when he dies anyway. Yeah, this flashback was like 5 episodes ago. And then we have him dying. I think that would be better, probably. More a build-up for the character. What do you guys think? I don't know. I think I personally was a little too much out of it. Like I said, when he just owns snakes so easily. That really kind of, yeah, that kind of hurt my disbelief, right, too much, I think. Personally. That I felt that was like, okay, this is stupid now. And then I had a problem. That's by saying, yeah, I think that was stupid. That was just stupid. Very, I don't like it at all. Not at all. Okay, silly. But anyway, guys, I don't know. Subscribe, leave a comment below what you guys think, you know. Yeah, leave a comment below. What do you guys think? Am I too hard? Probably, but I don't know. I just don't like when animes are supposed to be, you know, real, you know. This is reality, right? Like, you know, big, Viking, muscular arms, you know, like my arm, yeah. But again, I just want to eat that one last thing again, right? I think the problem is that at least in my perspective, right, all these guys are supposed to be big, strong, Viking, muscular, they're all supposed to be big and Viking army, muscular, they're all supposed to be pretty big, right? And that's what doesn't make any sense because, you know, I've been fighting my whole life, right, with thugs, no, with the people, and it's a huge difference, right, if there are 2 guys that are warriors, right, versus like 1 warrior, 1 noob, you know what I mean? If Snake was like total noob, I'd be like, okay, maybe you can lose it. But I think they're both like seasonable warriors. No, it's just like, it doesn't feel realistic. Just like how Gårdar, and then I hate it, okay? How Gårdar escaped by biting that guy, that would like never happen in reality, right? You have this guy that is like, tied up, right? And he just bites the guard, and the guard is also a Viking guy. It's like a pretty big, like 6 feet plus tall Viking guy with like a sword. He's owned by a prisoner with his mouth. That would never happen. You would have cut his throat immediately, you know what I mean? In worst case scenario, to bite you, you would have like stabbed him, you know. I mean, you might get bitten, but you also will stab him probably. Like, this is like, this sort of incredible plot armor. How he escaped with yeah, that was even worse. So I think that also kind of builds up in me that it's like a double, you know, like a plot is, yeah, like twice now that he has escaped, basically, from getting killed by Vikings, you know. And maybe I'm just like, I'm a Viking fan. But no, but it's just like, it doesn't make any sense, you know? It could have been samurais, it could have been anything, it could have been any other warrior class, so to speak. But it's like, same thing there. You watch a historical anime about samurais and ninjas, and this guy owns like 2 samurais by biting them. I would be like, this is stupid, you know? Yeah, it's like, no. I'm a little bit disappointed at that, honestly. I really am. Anyway, guys, subscribe and have a great day.